What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's bathroom. Kind of sweating. Yeah, just took a shower. But anyway, we played the Clippers last night. And look, I'm going to say a couple things. I know a lot of fans are going to be frustrated. They're going to be upset. They might dislike this video. But at the point right now, I really don't care. And I'm not saying to be smart, but I'm just looking at the whole big picture. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to sit there and you just got to observe and analyze and put things together. Now, they played the Clippers last night. The Clippers were beating the crap out of them in the first quarter. I mean, that you should knew that was going to happen based on the fact of the lineup that Lou Walton decided to put out there. The line he put out there was no point guard. I mean, Brandon Ingram was bringing down the point, but let's be real. Everybody that basically played that whole last night basically were all mostly ISO players. And there was really no extra passing going on. There was no ball moving at all. And the defense, looked suspect, but it looked suspect a lot of games. And I told people that before, everybody said, well, we're ranked 7th. I said, yeah, that's because right now, a lot of teams ain't hitting their shots. But when the teams start hitting their shots, the whole thing changes. Now, I'm not going to go into too much about it. I mean, like I said, when you look at the game, you can see that there was no energy out there. They just had an all-players meeting. Well, not all players meeting. They had a players meeting with Lou Walton and the staff. And it allowed the guys to express their feelings. I'm going to get into that in a second. But if you watch the game, the Clippers were basically playing with them. They weren't really playing hard. And I think they had like 7, 8 people in double figures. They were playing with them. And the Clippers are struggling just as much as we are. And that's why I said at the end of the day, you look at the Clippers. I already knew that when Chris Paul left, that team was going to go downward. They wouldn't go upward because Chris Paul made those guys much better because it's easy for them to, it's easy for certain players on that team who can't create on their own. They need somebody like a Chris Paul to set them up for easy passes. That's the same thing how Lonzo Ball is to this team. And at the end of the day, I was wondering why they didn't start Caruso. Instead, they started Josh Hart and freaking KCP in the backcourt, but Ray ain't going to bring the point forward, which to me is stupid. I would have started Caruso. And the only reason I started Caruso, only for the simple fact is that he's probably the best passer on the team behind Lonzo Ball as in setting people up. We haven't really seen much of him, but from the G League, we've seen that. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, he's not all that, this and that, he sucks, blah, blah, blah. Listen, we lost anyway, so it don't really matter. But the point is, at least with Caruso, coming in there, it would just be much easier because a lot of guys had to fight for their shots on our team. They didn't really have to, it wasn't really easy. They had to fight for everything. And we just, like I said, we had no energy, and we just got beat. Simple as that. It's not really too much to talk about. Brandon Ingram, first quarter struggle, but in the second half, he came on, turned it on. Kuzma was like 1 for 7 behind the three-point arc. He's going to keep shooting, because Lou Walton gave him the green light to shoot. Julius Randle had a nice game, starting for the first time, actually got the minutes. And now we'll get into this real quick. And Jordan Clarkson had 20 points, something like that. But that, like I said, we still lost. It don't matter how, what they put out at the end of the day, we still got a L. Regardless if you scored 30 points, 40 points, it don't matter. We got an L. And we're going backwards, And I told fans that couple videos ago, fans say, yeah, we're a good defensive team. I said, yeah, but we're less of an offensive team now, because we need Lonzo Ball because the whole team is centered around Lonzo Ball. At least last year when D'Angelo got hurt, we still played pretty good. We still lost games. I mean, shucks, we were losing just like we are losing now. The only difference is last year we had it was a top 10 offense before when we went at, what was it, 10-11, something like that. We were 10-11 or 10-10, whatever it was. We were the top 6 offense. And then we kind of spiraled downward. And that's the same thing with the defense. We were a top 10 defense. Now we won 11 games and we're spiraling downward. Defense starting to spiral downwards. And I think that Lou Walton and the front office is losing the locker room. And this one that I want to say, I think the players are like sticking together. Because if you notice, the players are not talking about each other. They're basically talking about their frustration with the front office and, the rotation. Same thing that we, YouTubers, the media, ESPN, everybody been talking about. The rotation, everything. And that's why I say before we get into this, I want to make sure that, the Laker fan base, when you listen to this message, don't get upset. Remember, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. This is my own analyst, not from, me, rumors and nothing like that, just by me being observant. And I want you guys to just pay attention. I don't want y'all to get frustrated, get all up in your feelings, get emotional, like that. But I want y'all to look at something. Now, put it like this. I said in my video that Magic Johnson have a lot to do with what's going on in this thing. And I said that because if y'all go back to the last season, I'm going to have to keep saying this until y'all get it. If you go back to last season, when Lou Walton was playing all them guys 25, 28 minutes, remember, and they were still playing Miles and Lou Aldain and all them, Magic Johnson and company came in and said, no, sit Miles, sit Lou Aldain, go ahead and start and play the young guys, give them more minutes. And Lew Walton did exactly what Magic Johnson did. Lew Walton is connected to Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak. I know somebody said that, he's protected under Jeannie Buss. No. Jeannie Buss is connected to Magic. Simple as that. Her and Magic got something going on way back when Mr. Buss was still alive. They got a history going back way back when. Now, Lew Walton, I believe, is the scapegoat, and I'm not trying to take all the frustration of what's going on with the team from Lew Walton, or switch it just to Magic, because Lew Walton has a part to play in that as well. Because he was doing the same thing last year with the stubbornness of not playing certain players, giving them 25 minutes. I kept saying, why he don't go ahead and start, to play these guys 30-something minutes before Magic came in there. Why he keep playing this team like an NBA 2K team? I said that last year. Then when Magic came, it changed. Now this year, this is my thing, that a couple things that messed up. Okay, they had a player meeting. The players, expressed their feeling about what's going on and stuff like that. So all of a sudden, Lew Walton come out with all this, positive comments about Julius Randle. Oh yeah, when he's playing the guards, man, they can't even get a shot off because he's playing so good. He's moving along the floor. He's our best player. I'm gonna tell you what he's doing. If you're a sales, first of all, if you're in the sales, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're in the sales, and most of y'all know what I'm talking about, you like in T-Mobile, you making a sale. What you doing is you making a pitch. You're basically making a pitch to a buyer to tell you that, oh yeah, this guy is good. He's excellent. You want to spend all his money on, you want to get this guy, even though the guy might not be what you expected to be, but you're going to try to pump him up so that way the buyer will actually be manipulated into buying the product. That's what a salesman do. Regardless if it's good or bad, he's going to try to push it. The thing is that messed Luke Walton up in the front office up is this. Julius Randle and PG-13 had the same agent. You cannot tell me that this agent is not telling PG-13 what's going on with Julius Randle. Think about it. So remember, PG-13 stated when he got picked up by OKC, when the trade went on with OKC, he clearly stated that if OKC go deep in the playoff, he might resign with them. So there's no guarantee they might come to LA. He wanted to come to LA, but we didn't make the move because we didn't want to get Brandon Ingram. So he might resign with OKC and we might be lost out. There's no guarantee LeBron James coming here. Just because he bought his house in California does not mean that he might all of a sudden, come here, because he can actually go there during the summer or his breaks or whatever it is. So we're putting too much into this free agent market, thinking that we're going to get these guys because Magic Johnson, we got a whole new front office, all this and that. But you got to keep in mind, this front office is young. Right now we're showing inconsistency within our own player demonstration. And we're not showing, we don't have no experience. Now, Magic Johnson, you would think he have experience because he signed, he with the LA Dodgers. You would think he have a little bit of experience. But the way he's doing the players right now, and that's what I'm going to say Magic Johnson, because Magic Johnson have a lot to do with what's going on in our group. The way he's doing the players, a lot of free agents are going to look at that and say, do we want to sign with a team like that? This organized, this organized organization. Do we want to sign with somebody like that? Because the thing is, Lew Walton made his pitch out, and they didn't start Julius Randle until the media, ESPN, YouTubers, the fan base started turning on Luke. Like, why you don't play Julius Randle? So he played Julius Randle. It's the same thing I said about Kuzma when I said, he was leaving Kuzma out to dry last game because Kuzma was dead. He had no energy. He was tired. He got kicked in the groins. The dude was hurt. But yet you still ain't pull him in favor of Julius Randle. You kept him out there. So the fan base, can say, okay, well, Kyle Kuzma ain't all that. See what I'm saying? Like, we got to pay attention to all that. Not get emotional, not get caught up, and just look at what they're doing. This front office right now, one thing, like I said, I'm a big Magic Johnson idol. I love Magic Johnson. But I had to look at Magic Johnson like any president and any president and Pelinka as any GM, and I got to look at the team chemistry and what they're doing to the players now. So they play, like I said, they play Julius Randle. You see Julius Randle frustrated. You can see the frustration within the players. And it's like, we're not paying attention to that. Magic Johnson, I believe in my heart, is using Lew Walton as an scapegoat because he don't want that to fall on him. So everybody's focused on Lew Walton. And I'm not knocking and saying that it's all on Magic Johnson because Lew Walton is at fault as well. Yeah, and like I said, because at the end of the day, Lew Walton still run that offense. He run the offense. Remember, it's his play, it's his play scheme, his call and all that. So he runs the offense. He get to decide on what's ran and stuff like that. So a lot of times when we see guys like KCP taking all them shots, we got to look at Lew Walton. Simple as that, because Lew Walton give them guys the green light to do what they choose to do. Certain players. His KCP is taking a lot of shots. Everybody knows KCP is not all that. When KCP came over, he came over to be a defensive specialist, which he still have not lived up to. Fans can say, oh, he playing good defense. No, they playing good team defense. They're not playing good man-to-man defense because you never see it because once in the blue moon, they probably play man-to-man defense, but majority of the time, they do that quick switching. and teams acknowledge the mix match and are taking full advantage of it. It's real easy to read them. And that's why we try and tell fans, man, it's real easy to read the Lakers defense. After a while, they're going to catch up. They will know how to stop them. Only thing about it is that the perimeter shooters, their shots not falling because this team is based, well, not this team, but the league is based on three-point shooting. So what happened is if you're shooting, like say for instance, if you open and you only made 3 out of 8 shots, it's going to make the defense look good because you're missing all them shots. And a lot of them shots are uncontested shots that they're just not falling for certain teams. So it pumps our defense up to make it say, damn, they stopping people on the perimeter. But in reality, it's not. It's just these guys here knocking out shots. But anyway, they started Julius Randle. I knew that was going to happen. I was kind of mad because I looked at the lineup and I said, oh, well, we already lost. You know, and that's how I look at it. I'm just being a realist here. When you see Kuzma, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and KCP, and you look at it and say, well, who's the floor general? Oh, it's Brandon Ingram. When you watch all the games with Brandon Ingram, and I'm not knocking Brandon Ingram for those that keep saying I'm beating up on Brandon Ingram. I just know Brandon Ingram right now, he's a good ISO player, but he's not a pass-first type of player. He's not going to get everybody involved. Him, JC, Julius Randle, KCP, Kuzma, I can go all in one. The whole team is a bunch of ISO kings. But they put the ball on Brandon Ingram to bring the ball down to set up plays, and it didn't work. And that's why we got... And once they went up on us the first quarter, you already knew that it was basically over. Even though they might have came back and this and that, the Clippers were playing with them. But you look at it like this, and I say this over and over again, you look at Magic Johnson in the front office. Magic Johnson in the front office, they're doing Julius Randle dirty. If you want to sell a player, first and foremost, you both to play him because his plan, based on the way he's playing, it builds his stock up so that way other teams can look at him and say, okay, yeah, we can make that trade now. But if you're not playing him, teams ain't going to build, teams are not going to look at it. You know what I mean? Then they gonna start saying, damn, you know what I mean? Well, we might wait till the end of the season because he gonna basically walk away. So, and that's what I'm looking at right now. It's like, okay, now because they know they need to get rid of Julius because Julius is not going to resign, they're trying to get buyers to actually look at Julius Randle and say, okay, now we can go ahead and make these moves. But the damage is already done. Because what you fail to realize is that players are going to look at the front office and say, do we want to play for an organization who treat their players the way they treat them, regardless of a star or not? Because he's going to bunt. It's going to happen. He's going to butt. If you get somebody like a LeBron James, he's going to butt heads with Magic in them. If he want to bring players over that he think will fit the team, and like I said before, because LeBron, y'all keep saying, oh, well, LeBron, he going to play with Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Kuzma. No, LeBron get over here if he come, because I don't think he's coming. But if LeBron, I'm just hypothetically speaking, if LeBron does come, he's going to run to bring a couple superstars with him. And the only way that's going to make happen is that one of our best players are going to have to be traded in order to bring that other superstar over here. They ain't just no Jordan Clarkson. That teams know that. They don't want no Jordan Clarkson, just Julius Randle. They want that Kuzma or Ingram. They're the two biggest people right now that most teams are looking at. Kuzma and Ingram. Jordan Clarkson and Julius Randle be thrown as a package. But they want Kuzma and Ingram. That's the main two they're looking at. So the Lakers did wrong. First and foremost, then they try to have a players meeting because everybody, the fans, the media, the YouTube channel, YouTubers, everybody was chewing them out about how they doing Julius Randle, and it was like, okay, all on Twitter, and they see this. So in order to quiet the crowd down, they did go in to play Julius Randle, and I still think they didn't play Julius Randle right because they should have went on and put Larry Nance at center, Julius Randle at the Julius Randle at the power forward. They could have put Kuzma at the 3, experiment Caruso at the point, and let Ingram play the 2. I would experiment with the team. We're not winning anything, so why not experiment with them? And for the fans that keep saying that Julius Randle can't shoot, I tell y'all, number one, if I got a play that nobody can stop, why go away from my bread and butter? Julius Randle, he probably taking a little more than 6 to 9 shots a game on the average. 6 to 9 shots, I'll say 10 the most. And most of his plays are down low. He's not on the floor long enough to take jump shots. He probably take 1 or 2, if that. A 3 and then the inside jumper. He's not taking consistent jumpers to really see if he developed a jump shot yet. And that's based on Lou Walton's system. Because Lou Walton put him at the center spot. He let him bring the ball down, let him create on the dribble. He even said in his comment, oh yeah, we like when he grabbed the ball off the rim and he goes coast to coast and get to the rack. Oh, he's doing such a good job. It's called a pitch. That's basically doing. Lou Walton is selling a pitch to a buyer. That's all he's doing, selling a pitch to a buyer to get somebody to be, okay, well, let's take a chance with Julius Randle. And that's what they're doing. Like I sell life insurance. And my job is to basically manipulate a person in order to make them think, well, I don't do that because I don't want to get in. I don't do stuff like that. But you got insurance agents that actually do stuff like that. They will actually try to basically rob people. But I don't do that. I try to do things based on individual need. And that's my personal life. But what I'm saying is I know for a fact, as me being an entrepreneur and a businessman, I know how it works. And that's what they're doing with Julius Randle. Right now, they basically sound a pitch. That's why they played him in order to keep the crowd, the fan base, everybody down and say, okay, we played Julius Randle. We still lost though. And Julius Randle still looked good. But like I said before, we need to change the lineup. Lonzo Ball's not there. We didn't bring in nobody to compliment Lonzo Ball when he went out. We didn't think ahead like, okay, well, we need another guard just in case Lonzo Ball get hurt. Because Jordan Clarkson, don't get me wrong, I like Jordan Clarkson, but Jordan Clarkson don't fit Lou Walton's system. Jordan Clarkson can fit anybody else's system except Lou Walton, because Lou Walton's system is based on ball movement, like Golden State. Jordan Clarkson, like if you put it like this, if you look at Reggie Jackson for Detroit, he's a shoot first, pass second type of guard. That's what Jordan Clarkson is. You know what I'm saying? So he'll fit something like that, where the offense is Damian Lillard too. Those type of guards who want to get like 6, 7 assists. Because he if you notice, most of the games started, he have 7 assists though. So that's almost about average as one of those average shoot first, pass second type of point guards. And that's where Jordan Clarkson fall in at. He just don't fit Lou Walton's system. Now coming off the bench, he probably would. Or if Lou Walton tells me, here, I'll put you at the 2 and let Lonzo run the point and you feed off Alonzo, he'll fit it. But as I'm being a feature point guard, it doesn't work that way. It don't work because it's less ball movement. And that's not only just on Jordan Clarkson. That's from all of them, from Kuzma to Julius to Brandon Ingram to KCP. There's no ball movement. And that's why I say Caruso should start. But they actually just utilize Julius Randle just to make a pitch in order to hopefully get a buyer to buy into making that sale for Julius Randle. That's all it is, man. And like I said, this is the front office, you know, based on the fact that everybody's inexperienced. Lou Walton only 2 years as a head coach, a year and a half. Magic Johnson, you know, basically his first year as a president of operations. And Pelinka coming in as an agent, now as a GM. And these guys are basically trying to, I guess the way they're doing things is just wrong, period. The way they're doing the players. It sets the tone for free agents when they come over here, if they want to come. Do we really want to come and play for an organization that's dysfunctional as we are? Anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like I said before, this is a business. They just going by it the wrong way because everything should be in-house in the locker room. It should not go to the media. Excuse me. It should not go to the media. Those type of things should not be spread out there. Andrew Bogut, when he stated about the guys when they're pouting, we know they're pouting because we go back a couple games when Jordan Clarkson were pouting. We seen that when he got pulled. But we didn't make nothing big of it. We made it big just for that particular moment. After that, we got away from it. But when the players were pouting and we asked Andrew Bogut and he stated what he stated about, you know, everything about, you know, rumors, you know, their status and what's going on, that's the change of everything that happened after that. And actually, I would have had a players only meeting right then and there before Andrew Bogut spoke to the media. Because certain things you got to keep in-house. Everybody don't need to know what's going on. Because Julius Randle and them guys really came out and said it directly, but you can see it in the expression in their face. But most people, if Andrew Bogut didn't say what he said, most people looked at him just being frustrated of losing. Not the point about being traded. Because that shouldn't even came out neither. Matt Johnson never said at the beginning that everybody is expendable except for Brandon Ingram. You setting the tone right then and there, let everybody know he don't give a hell about you. Only worry about is Brandon Ingram. So that's a bad tone to set, man. You don't tell, you know, your company that, you know, I don't care about you guys. You guys can punch it all you want, but when I'm ready to let you go, I'm gonna let you go. Because now what happened is they're starting to look for other jobs. You know what I'm saying? It sets a bad omen among your group. You don't do that. That's why everything is in-house. You don't spray. Matt Johnson have a problem with talking too much. And I said before, back when he was tweeting, before he became president, all he do is tweet all the time about everything that's going on. And sometimes you got to keep your mouth closed. You don't need to tell the media about everything that's going on. And now the Lakers are falling big time because everything that's happening and everything that's being exposed. Y'all take care. Have a blessed one, man. Hit me up. You know what it is. It's your man, Urban Love Report for your mama's bathroom. I'm about to get out here because I shower broke and I done cut my hair off because it slit my hair. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a blessed one.